Hi, this is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson. We got John down here with us today, and John is from Waverly, Iowa, Iowa.
Waverly, Iowa, yeah.
Which is close to Davenport, Iowa, which I was just up there this past weekend at Palmer's 125th homecoming event, celebrating the 126 years of the birth of chiropractic on the 18th.
Yeah. Nice place to live.
Nice place to live, it is. Got a lot of good people up there, huh?
Yes.
John comes in here complaining of cervical thoracic pain that radiates out into his right shoulder and arm, specifically down into this right tricep, but also goes around into his right lat and all the way up into his rib cage up here on this right side as well. He gets neck pain and stiffness that radiates from this right lower part all the way up into his upper cervical spine and occiput. Thoracic spine pain up here primarily in the upper back, and again that radiates out into his right rib cage all the way around to the front. He gets lower back pain and right sciatica, right SI joint pain. He also gets some acid reflux occasionally. Symptoms, he hasn't been officially diagnosed with acid reflux, nor will I diagnose him with that. But everything that he's talked about in his history and during my examination today, he does have thoracic spine subluxations as well as rib cage subluxations. He feels compressed, which is really why you're here, because you saw me doing the ring digger,
Yes.
right? And you came for the ring digger.
Yes,
And you get adjusted differently, because you said you've been to chiropractors adjusting you on your side, and that didn't really do too much for you.
I would go to multiple chiropractors.
In a day, you told me.
I did go twice. I went to 2 different chiropractors in the same day.
Yeah.
So it's just like one was better with the neck and the other one's better with the hip. And,
Right.
you know, I always told them not to twist me because it would make it worse.
Okay.
Down
Into your leg.
Yes.
So he has cervical thoracic radiculopathy that radiates out to his right upper extremity. He has lumbosacral radiculopathy that radiates out to his right lower extremity. He hasn't been in any serious accidents or traumas, but he does do mixed martial arts, right?
Yeah. Well, kickboxing.
Kickboxing,
Yeah.
same kind of stuff.
I don't do that anymore. I did it for a while.
And he's
Until I
in
got
the
hurt.
construction industry and used to do a whole lot of heavy lifting and bending.
Yeah.
When you do those things, it really aggravate this underlying cervical thoracic radiculopathy and even lumbosacral
I was
radiculopathy.
probably a little rammy back in my
Yeah.
working
Little bit
days.
of
So
a
I
daredevil.
still do it a little bit. I want to do it more, but
There you
with
go.
this I can't really. So
And the feeling of compression is something that we see on a lot of patients that come in here, whether they're from Houston or out of state or out of the country, because gravity is compressing us every single day on the y-axis, just from gravity pulling us down towards the earth. Most people, and I would suspect you're in this category, you've never been totally decompressed
no,
since you've been born, probably.
no. I've lain on one of those laid on
Balls.
Well, no, those machines that you take.
Oh, yeah,
I'm not
teeter
sure
kind of thingy.
I'm not sure what that does, but I have done that. You know, a little bit. But.
Okay. I've done a thorough history and examination on him, and he doesn't have any contraindications to getting these procedures done today. So this will be his first of 6 adjustments that he's going to do this week, twice today, twice tomorrow, and twice on Wednesday. And he drove all the way down here from Waverly, Iowa, which is right there close to Davenport. How long did that take you to drive here?
That was about 2 increments of 8. Or
Yeah,
7.
16 then?
Yeah,
About right.
14. Yeah, I stopped a couple times.
Yeah, I was wishing I would drove whenever I was coming home yesterday on my flights. I had like a 6-hour layover in Dallas.
Oh shoot, yeah.
I know.
Then you should have. Yeah, I was doing the math. I was like, okay. So it was on Saturday and Sunday I drive down here, you know, so it doesn't affect my work.
Mhm.
I mean, obviously I'm not with my kids and my wife, so
Yeah.
that would have been nice to
But
fly.
we'll hopefully get you back to your wife and your children in a much better alignment so that you can
Please.
complain less for me.
There you go. But
Yeah.
then I did the math and I was like, well, driving is a better option. But with this pain, you know,
Mhm.
I'm not sure it was. But if you get me, I'll
Okay,
fix
well,
it
we're
up,
gonna find
maybe.
out shortly. I told him we're gonna find out shortly. So this is his first adjustment, so I'm gonna start him off on the BioPhysics table prone like we always do. Let's have you lay back on your stomach for me now, please, John. Face down.
Face down.
Yep. Now this is an interesting exam finding. even though he's got more pain down in his right lumbosacrospine and right sacroiliac joint, his left leg is short by 1/2 an inch in this position. I bring them up, it gets even, and that's a positive Knockless test because it tightens up in his lumbar spine. His leg got even, so that's a positive Deerfield test. So I'm going to start off adjusting his sacroiliac joints. We're going to start with this left one first. You'll feel some pressure in here now. Some of these might be a little tender at first, John, just because they've been out for a while. But they should feel better once I get them back in place. There we go. Yep. Those were tender too, huh? Yep. Yes, sir. All right, let's recheck your leg length here now, which is important to do before and after leg checks. His legs are now even. John, tell me if this feels any easier coming up this time.
Yes.
Imagine that. You're gonna feel your head popping up on this next one. There we go. Okay, let's turn you on your back. He brought his x-rays in from Iowa, so I looked at those earlier before we came back here. No pathology or birth defects or anything, so. Okay, now slide down this way about again. Put both arms out like this. Does that hurt your right shoulder doing that?
It just feels weak.
Feels weak. And it was weak when we did his lateral deltoid muscle test. Not substantially weak, but 4 out of 5 on the muscle strength testing. You can rest your hands right there right now.
If I use it more, it definitely gets worse.
Okay, let go. There we go. Now you should have felt that from your knee all the way up to your lower back, did you?
Yeah, it popped.
All the way up.
Moved
Good.
where it feels jammed up.
Supposed to move. There we go. Okay, John, let's set you up, face that way now.
Okay, set up. Yep.
Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to adjust his right glenohumeral joint now. And when I'm doing this, I'm pulling the bicipital tendon back into the bicipital groove as well. Especially pertinent since he has that right cervical thoracic radiculopathy. See, this one moves easier. There you go. Now since John's so close to Palmer College of Chiropractic up there in Davenport, I'm going to be referring him up to my intern up there, Tristan Wendt, who's in clinic now at Palmer Clinics. They don't do the ring dinger in there yet, but he knows how to do the rest of this stuff. Let's come over on this table next. I'm going to have you lay on your back on this table, John.
Head here?
Yes, sir. Butt there, head up this way. Come down this way just about 2 inches. There you go. Relax those there. Pretty nice weather up there in Davenport this past weekend.
Yeah, it's been.
Got
pretty
cool
good
at nights in the 60s.
Yeah, it's a good time to.
Yeah, I liked the fall when I was living up there.
Yeah.
There we go.
I like there's different seasons.
This is gonna feel really tight, John. It's supposed to. There you go. You're not gonna get away now. So on this one, I'm gonna put this under your skull and under your mandible. Keep your teeth together. Don't bite your tongue. Breathe through your nose with your right big toe. There you go. Now you should have felt that go all the way down your spine, John. Did you?
Yeah, it definitely moved down.
Yeah. And looky there, you're still feeling.
That's important, right?
Yes, it is. Although I'm not checking those to see if I paralyzed you, I'm checking to see if they improve from over here. So this is John's first adjustment here to Advanced Chiropractic Relief. Let me help you up sideways. You grab this end, bring your legs over. You always want to get up sideways like that.
Yeah.
Let's come over here and stand in front of the mirror again. I'm going to shoot you now. You're in Houston now. Come over this way. There we go. Well, look in the mirror already at your shoulders.
Yeah.
See how you're not so far left anymore? Look at the space we opened up down here too. See the difference?
It doesn't look pivoted.
Now just relax.
Yeah.
You see how they opened that space up? It was in there tight before.
Huh.
You see it?
We'll adjust it, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna stretch these out and use this instrument to bounce your muscle spindles. And the right side's definitely tighter.
Yeah, that,
Pull these shoulders up and back. This is your homework right here, John.
okay.
Flare these guys like this. See how it tightens up that whole trap? Then I'm gonna bring that head straight back. You're translated left a little, so we'll go right and then look backwards. You're gonna feel a little tap on your atlas there. And there. Okay, now relax. Now go forward and backwards again. See if this feels any easier this time. Up here.
Oh, wow.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Feels easier?
I don't feel much.
You don't feel it pulling as bad
No,
or kinking when you go all the way back?
no.
Take a look in the mirror now.
Huh.
You squared off like a military man
I
now.
don't even have to do it anymore.
That's right.
Yeah, that feels, yeah.
Yeah.
I could definitely feel when you did that. I mean,
Yes, sir.
most of the, from here, like I'd say from here to here and
Mhm.
right in here was.
Well, that's where it was out the most, so
Yeah.
you're probably gonna feel it there the most right
yeah,
now.
Yeah.
As we do these,
They'll go
you know,
further down.
oh yeah, big time. Well, it went further down today. You just felt it more up here.
Yeah, I definitely felt it more up in the
Right.
upper
And
neck.
don't hold your hands out in front of you because that pulls your shoulders forward and
I
your
got it.
ribs. Start holding them behind you
Okay.
and squeezing your shoulders together. Do this.
Yeah, but let's-
So this is your
defensive.
homework right here.
Up and back.
Shoulders up back, head straight back. You're translated left, so we go right and then look backwards like that. Translate right and then backwards.
Okay, so
15 repetitions,
translate
3
right. You
times a
said
day.
so.
Up and back. Look in the mirror when you're doing it. You don't want to tilt your head. You want to translate it.
Okay, so-
Shoulders up and back. Flare these hands like this,
Okay.
palms forward towards the mirror. Straight back. Straight right. Look in the mirror.
Okay, straight back.
Translate this way. And then look backwards. At the
Put my
wall
head-
behind you.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the ceiling, Doc. The wall's back here.
It takes a while.
Flamingo.
Yeah, well, I'll be checking and monitoring you all week on those.
Okay, so.
A little bit bad, but you're not looking in the mirror because you're tilting your head.
So back. Oh.
You gotta look in the
It's-
mirror at first because these are not easy things to do right when you first get started. No, straight back, straight back.
Put my head.
Shoulders
straight
up and back first.
Yeah. Okay. Up, back.
Flare these here. Head straight back,
How do I do that?
like this. You gotta kind of tuck your chin and then translate right. There you go, better. Then
Yeah.
look backwards. That's it right there. Oh, okay, put that in your memory bank. That's
Okay.
your exercise right
Practice that. I have all day at the hotel.
Yeah. So this being John's first adjustment, I always tell patients this on their very first visit. He's going to be sore over the next 72 hours from the adjustment. When he gets sore, I want him to put crushed ice in a freezer baggie directly on the skin over the sore spots. He should never be putting heat on this because even though that feels good while it's on there, it actually creates an inflammatory effect. I do not like heat at all. When he leaves here, he needs to do a 10-minute fast brisk walk around
Okay.
the floor a couple laps each
So we should
direction
do
for
that
10
every day,
minutes
yeah.
every time right after an adjustment.
Yeah. 10
And
minutes.
then in the
okay.
mornings the very next day, because your brain will start adapting to this new environment that I just put your spine into.
Okay.
It's called neuroplasticity.
Okay.
We want to get your brain to readapt to this new you rather than the old you that's already adapted
So
to.
exercise a little bit. Walk as well.
No, just 10 minutes fast
walk.
walk,
Fast
like a
walk,
fast
okay,
walk or
okay.
race.
Okay. Yeah.
After you leave here on every visit. What would you share with our other crack addicts worldwide about your very first experience here at our office?
Well, it was I think the technique is very good. At this point, I feel, really relaxed.
Do you feel better than when you walked in the door?
Yes, for sure.
Mhm.
We'll just have to see if it holds
Right.
up.
Don't hold
a
your
couple
hands out in
more-
front of
I
you.
know.
That's a hard habit to break, so
I
I'm
know,
gonna keep you
I know.
posted on that one.
Yeah, for the most part, I like the technique, and I like, it sounds like you know what you're doing. So
Well, I did a
we're
thorough
gonna see.
history and examination on
Yes.
you this morning too. Did your other chiropractors do as thorough of a history and examination on you as I did this morning?
Not all of them. No, some of them do, some of them don't. So yeah,
They
there's
just lay you
definitely.
down and palpate you and start bopping.
Yeah, for the most part.
Do you have anything else you'd like to add at the end of this video on your very first visit that we haven't talked about?
No, I think that would be it.
Well, welcome to Advanced Chiropractic Relief, John.
Thanks for.
And we will be referring
Taking
him
me.
to Tristan Wendt, our intern that's up at Palmer Clinics in Davenport now at the Palmer Clinics for his follow-up care. They don't do the ring dinger in the clinic yet, but Tristan can adjust him using the drop table that they do have in the clinic, so
Perfect.
it'll be better for you than a sharp stick in the eye or that
Yes.
slight twisty posture adjustment. So this is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson, coming to you from Advanced Chiropractic Relief with John from the Quad City areas up in Iowa. We'll see y'all soon.
God bless.